Hello, everybody. I don't know if anybody's going to show up. I haven't said a single word about coming on. I did mention it the other day, but I haven't said a word since. And I look like I have black eyes again. Wow. Okay. Somebody's here. Hi. It's been a busy, long weekend. It's been days and days. Oh, son of a gun. There are two of you here. Hi, Mary. Nice to see you. Hi, Rita. Nice to see you. I'm okay. It's been bizarre. It's been really bizarre. I went to my very first, it wasn't an estate sale, it was a moving sale today. And I went, hello, and I went a little bit late, which was probably not a great idea. But I did not love the experience. I will go again and see if I can kind of get the hang of it. And I found that my friend Linda loves to go to those things and has gone for years and years. And she actually gave me a bag of clothing to sell on Poshmark. And she had some really nice things in there. I was surprised. So I had taken a quick look at it, and I'm going to have to get those things listed. But I was not thrilled with the experience of it. I didn't like the people who were running it particularly. I didn't like their attitudes. Yeah, that was great. And I got a good bit of the stuff that Meredith had given me listed. I actually listed one item that Linda gave me, and that was what's the name? Samuel. It was very nice of her. Samuel Dung. I had never heard of him. I have to tell you, I'm learning a lot. If nothing else, I'm learning a lot. Samuel Dung is apparently a designer of clothing, and he does some very interesting things with fabric. So I listed the jacket that she gave me, and I'm going to have to do the rest of it tomorrow. There just was no time. We also went to BJ's because she needed to pick up food. So I figured, okay, good. And I thought I would pick up a few things also. That would be great. Yes, really nice stuff, isn't it? Actually, one of the pair of earrings sold already. I've had interest in a few other pieces, so that was encouraging. And I also have had interest in my own, that Italian leather handbag that I had on there, so I'm hoping something happens with that. I've had interest in that one on both Poshmark and Mercari, so that was good as well. It was really nice to see that happen. I'd like to have it just kind of start to move a little bit. It'll make me feel better. Um, but it's all of this stuff is just so time consuming. Yeah, the handbag, I've got my fingers and toes crossed. So we'll see what happens with that because I've had that here for a long time. I had bought it in my crazy days when I used to buy way more than I needed. And if I liked something, I would buy it in every iteration that they had it in. So it was really kind of crazy stuff. But, I'm learning the other side of how all that works, and it's interesting. Hi, you're a Myra too? Nice to meet you. Glad to have you join us. So, I did that. I also had gotten a couple of rings that I put on, and it's a funny thing because the way I'm getting the rings, I don't see them all ahead of time. So, oh my God, yes. I mean, I was really crazy though. I was laughing at some of the stuff I was telling Meredith. Oh, you have been? Oh, okay. Yes, it's not my taste. It's really not my taste. But I had to laugh because some of the stuff that she had, um, given me, she had in several different pieces. And I laughed because that was the way I used to shop. If I liked something, I had to have it in every color that they made it in and everything else. So it makes me laugh now looking back on it. But um, I really didn't do, I just want to show you. This is the this is the latest ring that I got. I got two of them. This is one of them. So it's a pale pink. So that was kind of nice. And this is the jacket that Linda gave me. This is the Samuel Dong, and it's an interesting piece. It really is an interesting piece. So as I say, I'm learning. Um, we went to. I was so well. I was actually a little bit. I love the color of that jacket. It's like a chartreusey green, and I happen to love that color. Hi, nice to see you, Renee. No, Irene. Um, it's one of the later pictures. I had it on me, and I really love the color. I really truly love the color. I think it's such a pretty green. My biggest problem is my desire to keep all the stuff. And that's a real issue for me. So I kind of have to laugh. Hi Kathy, nice to see you. Not eBay. I am selling on Poshmark and Mercari. I have a little bit on eBay, but I really have only put several things on eBay. I'm doing most of it on Poshmark. I dipped my toe in the Mercari pond, and I do have one person interested in something, so we'll see if that works out. But I'll try anything. Listen, I feel as if I've got a toe everywhere. I really do. And I have to laugh because I don't know. I was upset today because I started out okay. The you talking about Poshmark is an app. These are both apps. Mercari, Mercari. I know. It's terrible. I want to keep them all. It's really bad, but I can't do it. Exactly. That's what I'm doing. I'm putting a lot of irons in the fire. Yeah, they're apps, and it's a way of selling things. I have to tell you, the people who created the apps, they're the ones making the money. When you think about it, what a clever, clever concept. You set up a meeting place where people can come to sell and to buy. So you have people who are interested in selling, you have people who are interested in buying. You make it an easy place for them to do that. You take some of the nitty gritty, annoying details and you take care of them, and you make sure they have lots of people. That you have lots of people who can see your stuff, and for that, for Poshmark, they take 20% of every sale. Now they have got to have hundreds of thousands of sales. They've the sales that they have every single day are amazing when you think about all the closets and all the people and all the sales. So they're making money hand over fist. How smart were they to create this incredible marketplace? And it really is making it so hard for the brick and mortar places because it's so easy for people to buy and sell things today without having to walk into a store. So, yeah, it's really very, very smart. I wasn't sure that Macari was going to do anything for me, but considering the fact that I only put, I think, 4 or 5 items on, I've had interest in two, and it's been on for a very short time. So it might be an auxiliary thing to do. I don't think it would be a primary in at any point. But I do feel as if I've got to do a little of this, a little of that. I've got to be here and I've got to be there. So let me tell you about my upset today. Linda had said she would go with me and she would go to the tag sale with me because number one, she knows how these things work. And number two, she could give me a good idea of how to shop it and what to do and whatever. So I wasn't sure, I wasn't feeling all that great about 5 o'clock in the morning with terrible cramps. I think something I ate just didn't agree with me, so I didn't know if I'd be able to go. So I actually didn't go until well into the afternoon when it was so picked over, there was hardly anything left, and it was worthless, essentially. But we were in the car and we went to the thing. I did buy a creamer and a sugar bowl and a creamer, and I don't think it was such a good buy, but I bought it. Hi, Sheila. So we finished that, and I was driving back, and I said, "Is there any place else you would like to go?" And she said, "Well, if you don't mind, I'd really like to go to Home Depot. I need to pick something up." I said, "Fine, no problem." So I took her over there, and she picked up what she needed. And then she said, "When I get home, I'm going to take my car and go to BJ's." And I said, "Well, don't be silly." I said, "I'll take you to BJ's. It's no problem. So I'll just drive over there." So when we got to BJ's, I parked the car and we were about to go in. Oh, thanks, Mary. We were about to go in, and she said to me, "Is it okay if we sit in the car for a few minutes and talk before we go in?" And I said, "Okay." And she said, "I have something to tell you." And I thought, okay, that doesn't sound good. So she told me that she had somebody else move in 2 weeks ago. And I said, oh. So I felt as if somebody absolutely took the wind out of my sails because I have been counting on that as a soft place to land when I leave here because not having a single clue where to go and kind of needing time to get my bearings and all of that. So I was in a state of shock, actually. I was really in a state of shock. I didn't know what to say to her. And I have learned a long time ago, my mother-in-law had taught me exactly, that's what it felt like. And she just wanted to talk of it. And I said, "I can't talk. I really can't talk." And she said, "I don't want you to be mad at me." And I said, I can't, I've got to process this. So it was a good thing that we walked into the store finally. And I just walked around by myself. She went her way, I went my way. And I just kept trying to think, what do I do now? I've got to rethink my whole process. And I was going through this thing, not knowing what to think, what to feel. And it was a difficult time for me. By the time we got out of there, I went to put my stuff. Yeah, I was just telling them that I was having a conversation with Linda, that Linda told me that somebody else moved into her house 2 weeks ago. So now she has two people living there. And, so I started to put my stuff in the trunk of the car. And when you go to BJ's or a place like that, Oh yeah, trust me, I felt as if I was kicked in the stomach. That was a perfect description of it. So I thought, okay, what do I do now? And I remember by the time I got home, I said, I said, okay, God, I said, I need you to help me to figure out what to do now because it looks like the plan's changing yet again. So I said, oh, I forgot. I left one dog outside. Can you wait for a minute while I just go get him and I come right back? Okay, so forgive me, but I hear him walking outside the door, and this is not going over too well. Thanks a lot. I will be right back, so bear with me for just a minute. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go get him, baby. I'm gonna go get him. Okay. By the way, before I get too comfortable, I'm just going to show you the two things. Stop it, honey. That I bought today. This was the creamer. And that's the sugar bowl. So I like the shape of it, so I thought, it might be something. I thought it was kind of cute. So that's the only thing I bought. And let me get comfortable now. Okay. Yellow and black, yeah. Um, the person who moved in, it's such a convoluted story. Let me show you this also. These were the rings that I had bought. Tell me what you think. Yes, you're absolutely right, Sylvia. You definitely have to have, yeah, additional plans. This is much more clear stone than I had originally thought it was. It's pale pink, but but I think it's not terrible, right? So I put that one on. And I have one more that I want to show you. Um, but the thing was that I had gotten so upset, and I don't start talking right away. My mother-in-law taught me many years ago, don't say anything until you think first. Because once you say it, it's out there and you can never take it back. You don't own the words anymore. So I'm always cautious before I start speaking. This is the other ring, by the way. What do you think of this one? Yeah, it's a pale pink. Anyway, that's it. Okay, so to make a long story short, I was so upset that oh, thanks. When I put my groceries in the trunk and she put her stuff in the car, it wasn't until I got home and I went to take the groceries out, because when you go to BJ's or a club like that, those like Costco, they don't have bags or anything, so you're taking the stuff individual items by themselves. I get to my driveway and I suddenly realize I don't have my cane. I had left my cane at BJ's. That was a very big deal because the cane that I have is absolutely wonderful because it has the four prong things so it stands up, and it also gives me a really solid kind of a thing when I'm using it, which is particularly useful if I'm walking downstairs outdoors. Did you make the move yet, Irene? Okay, I think I missed it. Did you make the move, Irene? Are you there already? Oh, you're going in 6 weeks? Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. It's a very, very big deal to make a move like that. But I'm sure you're going to love it. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful for you. And I'm really happy for you. I just hope that life takes you in a great direction from here. It is lots of work. I know it's lots of work. Yeah. Um, when did I break down and cry? I haven't done it yet. I almost did, but I remembered I was coming on tonight. So I couldn't afford to. I had to wait. Oh, yeah, I know it's going to be great for you. So I just, and when I do break down and cry, I usually will sit down and cry for a minute or two, and then I go, okay, what next? What do I do next? So it's like you're telling me this is not the right road. She said to me, don't worry. She said, it's still going to work. It's still going to work. I won't go back on my word, but I know her. And I said to her, I said, you made it impossible. Was I surprised? How was shocked? Shocked is a good word. I was stunned. I was absolutely stunned. And oh, that's going to be really nice if you have a meetup. That's going to be wonderful. You're going to need to video that so I can see you all do that. I think that's great. So, yeah, she said to me that I could stay. I could come anyway if it works. I forgot how she put it. You know, I hope so. I really hope so because I feel as if every time I say, okay, there's a soft landing somewhere, but it is what it is. So I said I'm meant to head down a different road. I'm just not sure what that road is yet. In the meanwhile, Linda had mentioned a week or two ago that I don't remember how it came up. Why didn't she check with me first? No, I don't. I really don't. Um, she wouldn't check with me. And not only wouldn't she check with me first, now I talk to her all the time. She calls me all the time. The woman's been living there for 2 weeks and she hasn't mentioned it to me. She knew it was a big deal to mention it to me, so she was putting it off. And I mean, we've been talking about it, and I told her how much I needed it. And I finally said to her when I did speak to her, and she kept saying, "Don't be angry." And I said, "I'm not angry." I said, "I'm terribly hurt." Yes, and that's exactly how it felt to me. And I felt as if what she did was she set it up so that she could not have me there. There would be no place. There would be no room. There would be no way that it could work. And that's what she was doing. I was crushed. So, yeah, so I said I'm really, really hurt. But she just didn't seem to be getting it. She just didn't. She didn't seem to be able to understand exactly what was going on for me. And I think, yeah, I think that's probably the case. Yeah, right. I know. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been on my own always, and I've taken care of myself. It was only since I got sick and since I was not able to work. And that's another thing. You have to listen to this. This is so bizarre. Only in my world. I went into the office. I needed to print up a couple of labels on Friday. I went into the office and my manager was there and she was on their phone as I passed her office and she said, "Oh, Jerry, I have to talk to you." And I said, "Okay." So I went in my office to print up my labels. And when I finished, I walked back and she had left. And I said to the girls at the front desk, "Where's Barbara?" And they said she left. I said, "But she wanted to talk to me." So I caught her out in the parking lot and she told me that they had there had been a listing possibility the other day and that I had not I had not answered the phone and they had to pass it to somebody else. And I said, "Oh my God." She thought it was the day before. It turns out it wasn't the day before. It happened on Monday. And I know exactly what happened on Monday because I had an appointment and I did see well, it's a long story. I saw a message. I thought it was an old message and I ignored it because I thought it was an old message. So my fault. But there was the possibility of maybe a listing and it didn't happen. And that was crushing too. So it was like every single thing, once again, that I was touching was really, really bizarre. So, yeah. But then I said, okay, I need to work on the things that I can do because I cannot change what I cannot change. Well, it was my cell. They had called my cell, but it's a long story. As I say, when I saw the message and I didn't see them, I had a different person's name attached to the phone number on my cell phone, and I had forgotten to change it. And I thought the message was something that I had already responded to because I had spoken to the person. So it was a screw up. It was definitely my screw up, but it was an honest mistake. But it was like, oh my God, oh my God, how could this possibly be? So I'm going to have to go into the office tomorrow and have another talk with her and tell her that'll never happen again. So please, if anything, no, I have not. Because every single thing that I have touched, Myra, has turned out to be nothing. They weren't ready to do anything. They weren't ready to make a move. I mean, there have been all kinds of things. One decided to try to sell on her own and then got frustrated with it and told me that she should have listed with me to begin with. And on a Saturday, she told me she was going to list with me on Sunday. And that Saturday, she wound up selling the house. So, it's funny when you think about it. It's almost like a movie. It's a little bit like a French farce. It just, everything is going screwy. But I believe that there's got to be some reason for all of this. There is. I'm still not quite on the right road yet, I think. So I don't know. Actually, Irene, it's all the time here. It's disappointing. It is, but I'm really good at picking myself up and dusting myself off and starting all over again. So we'll see how it plays out. I really would feel a little bit encouraged if a few of these things work out in terms of the little sales. So at least it gives me a little hope with that. And then I just have to figure out where I'm going when I finish this whole interim thing that I'm working on. I know. I know. I just did miss it. It was a crazy thing, and it is. It, I know. Um, I have not been working as much on my house because I've been working on everything else. I'm working on my house, don't get me wrong, but I'm not working with the intensity. Also because I had worked so hard and done so much that I really hurt myself. So I took a little bit of a break, and it is too expensive. It really is. It's definitely very, very hard to be here. It's very hard to be here on so many levels, but I think for me, one of the issues that I have, at least on a short-term basis, is I need to know that I am near really, really good doctors in the field. So, oh, that's what I meant to tell you. Thanks, Rita. So what happened was I called BJ's and I said, listen, I said, I'm not sure I have the right department, but I left my cane. Yeah, I left my cane there. I said, did anybody by any chance turn it in? And they said to me, what does it look like? And I said, well, it's red and purple and it has feet. And the guy said, oh no, we don't have it, which made me realize, of course, they had somebody else's cane because clearly when they asked me that, they had something there, but it wasn't what I was looking for. So he said to me, I'll take a look up front if you want to hold on for a couple of minutes and see if they have it. So they did not have it. It took him a few minutes to come back and they didn't have it. And I was really upset because I had looked on Amazon and thought, oh my God, I'm going to have to buy it again because it's sturdy and it just gives me, I know, I know. And again, I really feel as if there is a road. Yeah, I had crazy days. I really did. I'm not, I'm not going to let myself get all down. I'm not. Because if I do, nothing works. Nothing functions. Nothing's good. So I really need to kind of say, okay, what can I do? What can I make work? What can make a difference? Maybe. So we'll see. I'm going to do that. So I said to the guy at the end of the conversation at BJ's, I said, can you do me a favor? Can I give you my phone number? Can I give you my phone number just in case anybody does turn in the cane? And he said yes. And I never expected to hear from them. Well, about an hour or two, yes, about an hour or two later, I got a phone call and I recognized the number as being BJ's number. And I said hello. And she said to me, we we found your cane. I had left it in the shopping cart, so I did get it back. Yay. So that was a good thing. I had to go back there. And this was really funny too. I said to them, I'll be right back because they said they would hold it by the door. Now, BJ's is this huge warehouse. I didn't want to risk it getting lost again, so I decided to go right back. I go downstairs to get in the car and it started drizzling. So there were maybe 3 or 4 drops of rain by the time I got in my car. Within a half a block from my house, there was a downpour. I mean, it was coming down in buckets. And I'm driving, I can barely see, and I'm driving to BJ's and I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to get totally drenched. I can't run, so I have to walk and get totally drenched as I go and pray not to fall because it's now slippery, possibly. to go and get the canes. So I did that. By the time I got back in my car, it was not raining as hard. I was drenched. And I sat there and I said, okay, thank God I have my cane. I feel secure with it. And I said, now I'm taking myself to McDonald's and I'm having an ice cream cone. And I did that. It was the best ice cream cone I've had there in a very long time. I totally loved it. I watched the end of a movie. I know, I'm sure. I'm sure there have been a whole bunch of them. Oh, it was so good. It really was so good. The cone was delicious. And I also got myself a Diet Coke because the one in East Meadow started doing any size soda is $1. Couldn't believe it. So I had that. So it was really good. The hot fudge sundae would have been good, but the guy made the perfect cone. I was watching him do it, and he brought it over to me, and I said to him, I said, that is a masterpiece. It was really, really good. Oh yeah, that would not have happened. So, um, it is what it is. It's really funny because I had said to Linda at one point, I offered to go over to her house to help her with something, and she said, no, 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 she didn't want me to come over. Now I know why. Um, yes, I agree. And I also love Mr. Softy. Whenever they play that music, I say they're playing my song. It's just I love that stuff. It's very sad. I am a junkaholic. I really am. I think it was hard for her. I mean, she tends to be a very impulsive person. She acts impulsively. But I had to remember that with it all, when I needed the help, when I needed to get to those appointments before my surgery, she was there for me. So I can't be totally upset. It is what it is. It is what it is. I can't change it. And when I said to her, I said, you really, I said, you really, you arranged it so that I can't possibly move in. I said, that's what you did. Yeah, I think maybe it will be a blessing in disguise. I think, yeah, once again, it could be. I mean, it could, who knows? I mean, she's getting annoyed with Kenny these days too. Um, I don't know. And maybe I was looking for an easy way out, and there is no easy way out. It, Somebody had said to me many years ago, hi. Oh, yeah, it was just that I was supposed to be moving in with Linda when I leave here temporarily till I figure out what to do. And Linda just had somebody else move in. So, um, yes, exactly. Exactly. I have to do that. I really have to do that. Yeah, Carvel definitely is good. There's no question. But somebody said to me many, many years ago, yeah, I love their hot fudge sundae also. They said that sometimes when your foot is not planted on the right road, that life will turn around and do it for you. And I really feel that. I really feel that there is some reason that all of this is happening for me to head in a different direction. I just, I just don't see the direction yet. I don't see where I'm meant to be. And it's a little scary because with not feeling all that great all the time. And with having the issues that I have with my mobility and all of that, it's hard to also think of going someplace else. Oh, I have. I have, Sylvia, no question. I've been a good friend for many, many, many years. But, but that's what we do. I mean, if we're friends, that's what we do. So, I have to put my big girl panties on, and I have to just say, okay, on to the next. There's just something else I need to do. I'm a mush. That's part of my problem. I don't know how many people in this world cry when physical therapy is over. I did, because I was sad. I mean, I had gotten to the point where that was part of my regular routine, and it made me feel wonderful, and I loved it. And I loved my therapist, and I loved being there, and I loved how it made me feel. And I was doing something positive, and it was a good thing. So I had my little cry, and then I got past it, and then I was fine. And then, I'm just moving on to, again, whatever the next thing happens to be. But life is not easy every minute of every day. It certainly is not. So I really did. And I think he's wonderful. I'm grateful that I was led to him. I really am. And he's done so much for that leg. I mean, there are still some hard parts of it, but it's so much better. No, we don't. They do have that program with a certain kind of insurance, but it's not my insurance. I forgot which one it was. I don't know if it was HIP. It was some other insurance, not what I have. But I did join the gym. I'm going to work on the leg myself, but I did join. They told me that for $25 a month, I could use all the stuff there as the gym, and I could also, I have Medicare, yeah, and a supplemental insurance. But he said Medicare has it. I don't think they have it on the regular Medicare that I have. I will check it out, but I was not aware of it being part of what I have. But I'll definitely check it out. Thanks. Um, but at least I can go there. So what I want to do is I want to continue using the bicycle. I find that really helpful. I want to continue doing the step. Yes. Yes. No, that's true. And I do know that. I do know that that's a real possibility, that because I know she has tremendous issues with anger. And she goes through cycles, and it's it just is what it is. It just is what it is. And again, it was her way of making sure. I don't even know if she recognizes it as that as yet. I mean, she started to tell me that I could use her bedroom and she'll sleep on the sofa. And I was like, yeah, right. That would last for 2 nights, maybe. Maybe. Probably not. But yeah, it was just it was as if somebody took cold water and threw it on me. It was a shock. I had no clue. I had no preparation for it. I just, yeah, it was not an easy. And then she started to tell me she had to do it. Oh, hi. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was already going to be difficult on many levels because I wasn't going to be able to bring much of my stuff. I was going to have my stuff, I guess, in storage or whatever. until I knew where I was going or what it was gonna be like. I definitely will check that out. If so, it didn't used to be, I know that, with the plain, regular old Medicare that I have, but if it is now, that's wonderful. But in the meanwhile, I did sign up for 1 month for the $25, and I do wanna go. He said to me I could even come in 5 days a week if I want to and work out, and I really wanna work out. What I do is, um yeah, she did. Um, yeah. So, could be. It very well could be. She's been on all different kinds of medications as long as I know her, though. I know her for easily 25 years. It might be longer. I know. I know. I know. I think about that often. I think it would be really nice to have a situation where you have a group of people around where you really can have a nice kind of friendship. Um, yeah. She Yeah, come to think of it, that's why she suddenly told me she needed to get things moved and get things done in the house and get things. Yeah, but she didn't say why. But yeah, and she started getting very defensive, and she started telling me the girl had no place to go. She was being thrown out of her place, and she was going to be homeless, and her daughter told her she needed to do it. And I said, well, you can't use that as an excuse with me because she's never ever ex- um she's, yeah. um I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, she told me she had no place to go. She has a father she doesn't talk to and a mother who doesn't want her, and her daughter said you have to give her a place to live, which makes zero sense because she can't stand her daughter. And she likes to do things to antagonize her daughter, not to make her daughter happy. I keep trying to make things better between her and her daughter, but it hasn't worked. I mean, it's worked out a little bit so that they don't have the horribly antagonistic relationship they did have. It's been a little bit better, but it is what it is. What's zero? What did I miss? So it is what it is. What can I say? The new living. Um, yeah, I know I have to think of another plan. It's just hard because my biggest issue is going to be the dog. Well, that the dogs and money because where can I go with the dogs unless I rethink having somebody to come move in here. Yeah, it was today. It was late in the day today that she sprung it on me. Um, Maybe I'm going to have to go back to the thought of having somebody else move in here and get some rent on a temporary basis. Yeah, yeah. The only problem with the jail is being locked up and being claustrophobic. That's a little bit of an issue, so but yeah. Maybe I should play the lottery just in case. You never know. You never know. On a good note, on the David and Rachel front, things are really looking much, much better. Um, I have to I mean, things would need to be fixed, and I can't stay long term again because I'm losing money every month that I'm here. But maybe I could do it for a while until I can figure out. I don't know. I don't know. I have to really rethink this thing from the word go because it it just keeps changing. I just want to see if it's on this phone or the other one. Oh shoot. It's on the other phone that I did the yes. Yeah. About the equity, that's the problem. I'm losing equity every month that I'm here. So it is that's an issue for me. When I went to this thing, I had mentioned it. I had gone to meet Rachel's mother um, several days ago. This was the side of the building. I tried to take a picture of the front of the building, but there was a guy trying to pull out of a spot, and I just couldn't stay there long enough to take a picture. I don't know if you can see it. This is a very, very old house on the North Shore of Long Island. Sounds like the beginning of a movie. But it was a historic house that is now the Art League, the North Shore Art League. So her mother is a rather well-known artist, and she came to teach for 4 days. So I went to a lecture that she gave, and it was really very nice, and it was wonderful watching her. Um, yeah, it would take time. Yeah, actually, flight attendants probably would be great. I don't know how good it would be for them. I know college students also. I thought about that, but then I thought, do they get wild? Do they get crazy? Oh, did she really? Yeah, well, her name is Jacqueline Kamen in Roslyn, right? And she works in oils. Actually, she and her daughter both, her daughter Stacy, if you look them up, they do beautiful, beautiful work. And they have exhibited their paintings all over. And I understand that uh, some of or one of Jackie's paintings is in the Boxer home. Um, and she's in a lot of other. It was just a fascinating thing. And I just got to meet her for the first time. So that was nice. But I was going to show you pictures, but it's on the phone that I'm taping on. And um, I don't know how much an Uber to JFK would be. They'd probably want to be closer to JFK because it's probably a good half-hour ride to JFK. Yeah. Oh, wow. No. No, I don't. I'm on Long Island, so yeah, probably would be. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, listen, I have to, it's like I'm back to the drawing board. I have to figure it all out yet again and see where it takes me this time. I don't know. Maybe if I call the local hospital and see if they have any doctors who need a place locally temporarily or yeah, JFK is about 30 minutes. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. So it is what it is. A bed and breakfast, right? Yeah, just what I need is a little more work that I have to do. I feel like I'm spread so thin that they're speaking about spread so thin. Yeah, I bet. I mean, that can be a lot of fun. It's just too late in the game for me. Yeah, right. Just somebody who's going to be there for a while, or if they need a place to rent. Typically, they do work very long hours, so I don't know. I got to figure something out. Yeah, yeah. There's got to be an answer. They stay in a cubicle. No, but they don't. Oh, but they don't live there. They stay sometimes. Nurses as well, right? I just don't want to get one of those nurses that goes around killing patients. So I don't know. It's like it just muddies the waters. It just makes me have to go back to the drawing board. Yes, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure who to talk to. Yeah, maybe I could put an ad somewhere. Craigslist? Now I could get crazy people on Craigslist. I don't know. JetBlue? Yeah, no, Craigslist. No, it's not easy. Yeah. I mean, listen, it's not my first choice. It's just not. It's just, there's this little thing called survival. And unless I come into a lot of money in a very short period of time, I have to figure something out. Because again, as I say, one of my biggest issues, aside from the money, is until I have 3 dogs. A rehab for facelift? Yes, you're right. There are fears. Maybe. Yeah. What the heck? Yeah, I'd have to be the madam. That's funny. Son of a gun. Maybe they'll come up with an app for that. I know. Yeah. Yeah, that's really funny. Believe it or not, that's where Linda has met most of her people through Craigslist. That's funny. Well, somehow it's all going to work out. I don't know how. I don't know how, but I'll figure it all out. So, is there anything that anybody else would like to talk about? Is there anything new and exciting going on that you want to chat about? She does. She really does. Yeah, not long, Sandy. Not long. I was going to be well, I don't even want to talk about it now because it's just too stressful right now till I figure out what the next step is. Nothing new. Wedding plans, anything? Oh, happy birthday. And I forgot somebody's birthday today. Whose birthday was today? And I meant to wish them a happy birthday, and then I got all busy, you're not doing anything. Um, I can't remember whose birthday was today. You definitely should do something special. That's a good year. Wow. I feel as if somebody stuck a pin in me and I was the balloon. You having a second cataract surgery? Linda had her second cataract surgery a couple of weeks ago, and it was really easy. Yes, a lot of rain here too. Oh, that's right. God bless the wigs. I really would love to get a few new wigs. I really would. There were a couple of them that really kind of, Linda's what? What did I miss? Linda, just that Linda had the whatchamacallit, the cataract surgery, the second one, and it was very simple, and she was doing fine very quickly, so that was good. So that's the story. You have a cake mix from Aldi? I haven't been back to Aldi since that first time. I keep asking people to go with me, and nobody wants to go. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need it yet. They told me that mine are not in my line of vision yet. So, and they said it may never be. It may always be like that. Yeah, that's what I heard, that it's really easy. So, and I know a number of people who've had it. Hi, Pat. How are you? Nice to see you. How's your head? Better from the headaches? I hope. I am hoping you are. Yeah, that's what they say, that it really makes a tremendous difference. Good. I'm glad to hear it. That's great. Well, if nobody has anything specific, oh, I know. I have to tell you, that's really so bizarre. You hope to get cataracts? Yeah, that is so. What the heck could it be? They said it was more than one hotel, right? I think they said it was basically in one, but there was another one as well. Yeah. No, I would definitely not do that myself. I really wouldn't. But for people to be perfectly healthy and then suddenly drop dead of these bizarre things, they say they thought it was some kind of poison? You have a drink at the mini bar and say bye-bye? I mean, that couple, what was she, in her 40s, I think? Yeah, just the drops. They're saying poison. Yeah, it's really very scary. Are they really? Oh, it is very sad. It really is very sad. I mean, you go on vacation and you're thinking you're gonna just relax and have a good time, and horrible. It really is horrible. Yeah, I wouldn't there's no way that I would go either. Not a chance. So, it is what it is. I have to tell you, I have been so bad eating garbage. I have been eating every wrong thing for me lately. I'm getting to the point where I'm finding it so hard to eat those meals every single day, and I will use any excuse to eat something different. Oh God. So yeah, I'm really being bad. I've been having a lot of chocolate. I went to Trader Joe's again. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I think it was, could it have been yesterday? I got, yeah, I got a 1 pound or over a pound chocolate bar with nuts. I've already eaten more than half of it. That's very scary. Maybe it was the day before yesterday, but still, it's bad. It really is bad. I mean, and today I wanted to get pretzels, but they didn't have them. No. Frozen fried rice? No, but that sounds good. I love fried rice. What kind of fried rice is it? Is it like a pork or a chicken or anything like that? Oh, I definitely would try that. Tell me what kind so the next time I go I'll pick it up. I picked up the chicken again, but it wasn't as good this time. Meat? No meat. Chicken? Chicken fried rice? So it's frozen. So how do you make it in the microwave, or do you put it in a pot of boiling water, or how do you cook it? I think yeah, I would really enjoy that. That would be a nice change of pace. Japanese frozen rice? I've never had that. Um yeah, if somebody can give me a clue what to look for, I will definitely pick it up the next time I go, because that was nice. It was I had chicken Caesar salad 2 days in a row, and say no MSG. Why am I not cooking for myself? Put olive oil in a pan and warm it. Oh, that would be good. Really? I have not had that. Oh, good. Great. I'd love to see that. I did buy, they have, I think it's a 4 different cheese macaroni, which is not the best thing for me to be eating, but I think the rice would be not. I have to tell you, Nikki's been making me rice a lot. I went to Home Goods with Nikki again the other day because we're doing a little bit of decorating in her house. And we picked up some, oh, I didn't ask her how the lamp worked out. We got a lamp for her bedroom. I totally forgot to ask her. Yeah, I love rice too. Indian food is good for me. Yeah. Um, yeah, I definitely, Nikki makes the most delicious rice. She really does. So she'll make it for me sometimes, quite a number of times she's made it for me. And she'll give me a whole big thing of it, and I'll have it, yeah, and I'll have it for days at a time, and I really enjoy it. I did buy a piece of Alaskan salmon when I was at Trader Joe's. I have to cook that. I should have cooked it today. I'll make it tomorrow. Marsala. Oh, yeah, that would be great. It really would be great. I hate to sound ungrateful, and I'm not. I mean, I'm grateful that they have given me the meals over this period of time, but it's really hard to eat them every single day. It's really hard. And one day last week, the girl who delivered the meals on Tuesday, she must have kept it in her hot car for a long time because they were half defrosted. And then, of course, I was afraid of it freezing again, and was that going to make me sick? So I wasn't quite sure what to do with those meals. So I don't know. It all in all, it is what it is. Yes. Yeah, I love Chinese food. I didn't eat Chinese food for a long time because of the salt. Oh, that sounds good too. Yeah, I definitely have to try some of that stuff. So anybody who wants to send me any pictures of what the stuff looks like, or tell me the name of it or whatever, yeah, I would be happy to give it a try. So that would be good. They have cooked me. Actually, Uncle Giuseppe's has also, but again, is it the healthiest thing to eat? Uncle Giuseppe's makes fresh cooked meals every day during the week anyway. They make like they'll make chicken parmesan, and they have penne alla vodka, and I love that stuff. They had a couple of other things also. I had forgotten about that because I had gone there a few times and gotten that, but they sell that by weight, and that stuff is heavy, so that gets a little bit pricey. Um, but I love penne alla vodka. I could have that every single day. I would be large, but but I could have it every single day. The frozen berries. Oh, that sounds good too. Oh, oh, nice. Oh, that sounds really good. Yeah, I'm sure that I would love that. Minced garlic, lemon juice, salt and pepper. Sounds good. It really does sound. I used to cook all the time. I really haven't done a whole lot of cooking since I was sick. I really haven't. But it is a good idea. I like frozen berries. I used to do my green drinks all the time. I haven't even been making that. I used to make those green drinks every single day. That does sound good. It really does. I'm going to have to give that a try. Wow. Yeah, I definitely have to do something about healthier eating now because it's not good what I'm doing. I like chicken and rice too. I like it a lot. Mm, yeah, yeah, it is good. And they do have some pre-cooked meals. They're not frozen. They're in the refrigerator section. Yeah. Oh, that's good. That sounds good. I love. Oh, well, hello there. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. I really have so much catching up to do. Are you loving your new place? Are you having fun with it? You're doing all your decorating and getting everything set up? That's fun. I'm excited for you. I think that's wonderful. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, that's terrific. That really is terrific. So tell me, Carol, are you making movies these days? Are you still doing your extra work? Oh, yes. I think it's great staging the place. I think it's wonderful. Have you done any I know you did a little bit of a um, something at the place, but have you done? That's great. You did This Is Us? Did you? Yeah. Oh, that must have been fun. That must have been a lot of fun. That's great. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have to catch up with you. I'm so sorry. I really feel as if I've been a little bit out of touch because I'm kind of, it's like I'm dancing as fast as I can kind of thing. Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Oh, that's fun. I really have to see if I can catch that scene. They must have it on demand, I would imagine. Has it has I know it was filmed, but has it shown yet? I'm really glad you're having fun with all that stuff. It's a good thing. How's your mom doing? I love your mother. She is so cute. One of my favorite things was when you had your mom meet that guy. I know. I know. It's hard. It really is hard. And how she was being so nice to that guy. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The mind is such an incredible instrument when you think about it. It really is. Oh, somehow a little moth got in my house. That was really funny. It really was. But she's just so cute. She really is. I know she was. I think that's wonderful. That really is wonderful. Yeah, I have to laugh because she was getting cozy. Yeah. Um, Linda was talking the one day, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, about she has this friend and her father is, you should pardon the expression, single. And he's no youngster, but she said he's a really nice guy. Oh, hi Renee, nice to have you join us. And he likes he likes to go antiquing and he likes to go to the those estate sales and all that stuff as well. So they were thinking that he should meet somebody. Oh no, he had gone to a place to try to meet somebody. So I finally said to Linda, I said, maybe I should meet him. So maybe that's my other road. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, we have a great group. Why not, right? Listen, it ain't over till the fat lady sings, right? So you never know. You just never know. Yeah. All right. I hate to do this, but I think it's getting to be that time when I probably should end this. Yeah, I thank God. Listen, I'm grateful for having found wonderful doctors, and just I am just grateful for having gotten through the surgery, survived it, and gotten to this place where I'm functioning far better than I was. So yes, and it's a good reminder when little things go wrong. So I'm happy for that. And how is that for a cue? Goodness. Yeah. Okay, everybody. I will be back on, barring anything unforeseen, Wednesday night. Oh, it's only 8:30 there, right? Yeah. Um, I am going to be, mwah. I am going to be putting the video out that I should have put out 2 days ago tomorrow. So I'll get that one up and running, and I'm going to figure out life between now and Wednesday, and I'll let you know what conclusions I've come to, if any. So on that note, take care, everybody. Sweet dreams. Yes, it was fun. Oh God, hot, hot, hot. Yikes. All right, take care, everybody. Thanks so much. I love you.